Hey guys, this is Melanie Hinds. I'm your fastest Iraqi Dinar summary on the net. My husband finished the stuff, and I'm bringing you this summary. I did 2 lives today, and this is your summary before the evening. So guys, I got a lot of articles out of Iraq, Let me see if I can summarize it. Everybody thinks this is about done, right? So please subscribe, tap the bell. I will try to do my shorts later. So the CBI unleashes green finance, billions for eco projects. Why? Because if you look at the World Bank, the IMF, everybody is saying a portion of everybody's budget needs to be green because of the climate crisis and all that. Whatever you believe about that, I always think it's good to work with the environment. So they unveiled that plan. Then the next article was Baghdad unveils plan for carbon bond market. All these detailed articles I read in detail for the most part because there were so many of them that we got from our intel sources who are rangers on the ground there, part of the Joint Operations Coalition. They bring me the intel every morning at 9 a.m. Today was at 9:30 because I was down south getting our cars worked on. They sent me a ton of articles, but I forgot my MacBook. So I had to come home. As soon as I got home, I'm freezing today because it's very windy. We're expecting a nor'easter over this holiday weekend. But the next article was PUK KDP resume talks to form a new Kurdish government. Now that's very hot topic. Again, they're going to keep the timing of this muddy. So I talked about that. Iran signals willingness to share nuclear technology with Iraq. Iran's they're also still in talks with the U.S., which we talked about that in an article too. Mosul airport revival, cutting edge radar operational. They have got cutting edge airports. Guys, they're working on their non-oil revenues like everybody's asked them to. Strategic trade brace, Kurdistan pushes for free zone with Iran. Well-known companies show strong interest in Iraq. A lot of people want to be part of Iraq's pie because Iraq is acting as if they're international, but yet they still have a program rate in country, which is very concerning, but we're just all waiting on pins and needles for when this revalues. Iraq recovers 3 rare antiquities from New York. That was good because they are like the very biblical area where they are in Iraq. The Minister of Environment, carbon projects will provide additional revenue for Iraq and attract international investments. Yes, everybody's on this green climate agenda. Then there was an Arab media conference and an opportunity to correct stereotypes about Iraq. They are very focused on their media and making sure that it's true, it's valid, and it's just through their eyes because they need to maintain that secure and stable. I also talked at the end of my live stream that was at 2 o'clock that how the overview of the CBI and all the articles that have come out over the past year about the CBI and why they're imminently launching something which we think is a revalue. I think that the CBI is in control of this. What do you think? Comment down below. Then there was antiquities and drug traffickers are detained in 3 provinces. Guys, that system is working really to get drug traffickers and anybody doing anything bad. Prime Minister Mohammed Sudani meets with the Director General of Alesco. I covered that. Iraq to host the 6th Arab Competition Forum. Guys, they are just cooking with gas in Iraq, and they are being touted as being, I think, one of the biggest countries in the Arab market. Zaydan and Omani Deputy Chief Justice discuss strengthening judicial and legal relations. 4th Arab Media Conference kicks off in Baghdad. There's another conference. UE to lift economic sanctions on Syria because Syria, we've heard on the street that they're implementing the same system that's in Iraq. It's also being implemented in Turkey, and now it's in Syria. That's why everybody's lifting the sanctions. You can tell because as they implement this system around the world, people will be highly regarded and they will say they're doing good because those systems are what make people safe, secure, and economically, once their currency's revalued, we're good to go. Then the Minister of Interior issues directive during the ministry's advisory board meeting. There's a lot of things coming out of the conference that they're just kind of dotting the I's and crossing the T's so they can be revalued. Canada sends strong message on Ukraine at G7 finance ministers. I hesitated to read that because we all know war is messy and Canada's messy right now. I don't know what you think, but I'm trying not to stay out of that, even though I follow the geopolitical things going on. It's very interesting what's going on when you look at everything that's happening here in America, but I'm the faith and financial person, and I think this is really close to being done. Then there was a lot of accolades given to the Joint Ops, which are my intel sources on the ground there, a group of They actually killed a group of terrorists in an airstrike east of Salah Aden. So that's where they were. They had to take off and they had to do some special ops. So continue to pray for our guys that are bringing us intel on the ground. Head of IMN, Arab Media Conference, is a strategic platform for discussing major issues. They're tightly controlling their media because they want to be revalued. Also, Iraq rejects KRG U.S. energy deals that were made previous years. There's a lot going on that make this extremely messy between KRG, the Kurdistan Regional Government, and Baghdad and Erbil. So, Kurdistan Regional U.S. reaffirmed joint fight against ISIS. I mean, 5th round of U.S.-Iran talks are set for Friday. Guys, this is a pivotal week. Keep your prayers up there that this is done. And then CBI, Iraq's reserves are down over 8% in over 12 months. So, but I went through the articles that you're going to want to listen to, even if you just go towards the end. I did the summary of all the CBI articles that I've been watching very closely because the Prime Minister, when he was in the U.S., himself said the CBI, it was in the CBI's hands and he trusted them to release it at the right time. They've been saying on TV that it was going to be closely aligned with Kuwait's currency. There's even rumors that they has to be within a certain percentage point from the Kuwaiti dinar value, which is hilarious because they've gone 20 years with it not being anywhere near, right? So this is beyond time for it to go, but our technology is such that these systems are so pivotal that I think they're waiting for all the correspondent banks in other countries to be on the same system. I think they're already here in the U.S. I think they just haven't told you that. If you're a member of my channel, you would fully understand that because I've kind of done a, not an official audit, but that's my gifting. That's my talents because that's what I used to do. So I've been watching it. If you get on my Zooms at Miracle Manifestation member level, at a minimum, you can see all that history. 50 hours of content is there. And at my newest level, the mastermind group level, we meet every Monday at 11 and go over different intel and also what's really going on where I can talk freely. Frank 26 says, television says our foreign reserves have fallen to 100 billion from 110 billion. We'll make that up next month, but they say we are still very safe, stable with our reserves are secure. Exactly. That's why I went to those CBI articles in my live stream where I did more details. You might want to go listen over there. I didn't get all the detailed timestamps up because I've been gone most of the day. Mark C says, all I can tell you is a lot of money has been moving and in place according to paymasters, banks, and bondholders. And initiated. We are waiting to see if it's spendable. Guys, this is such a pivotal moment. My live stream this morning, which was at 9:30, I talked all about, God had me talk all about how to manifest this, how to manifest your prayers, as you believe it's already done. So we talked at length about that. If you want more information, you can watch that, or at least go like it, share it, because if we could all get on the same page with belief, that's why I do the live streams, that's why I do the detail intel sources. I'm so glad I bring you truth, facts, and optimism only on this channel. I'm in line with Mark C. Frank 26. I heard Pimpy was saying some negative things about me today. I don't care. Guys, I could care less what anybody else thinks of me. I've just been on this planet long enough. And so Mountain Goats is talking about the Arab Summit was a pivotal moment in strengthening Iraq's regional economy's role and consolidating its position as one of the most prominent players in the shaping the Iraqi development map. At a time when it has risen to 4th place in the Arab world in terms of gross domestic product this year, this is yet another ride on the RV choo-choo train that took Iraq to strengthen its position even more. Guys, there's so much. It's like right there. Can you feel it? Can you sense it? I know I've experienced enhanced spiritual warfare that always tells me that a breakthrough's here. People are seeing miracle signs and wonders. I got something at a store that I had to return and get a new cover for my phone, and it was $22. 222 is miracle signs and wonders. I saw miracle numbers on my vehicle, did an extra video on that yesterday when I got home. I saw 50,000, we had 50,000 on my mileage on my trip, and it said 123 on the way home, and I just happened to see it like 123 is like liftoff. So if you believe this is done, please comment down below. I believe it's done. Thank you to all my moderators, and thank you to especially my Intel Secret Agent Man and crew, Jack, Master Sergeant Scott, Specialist Tom. We really, really appreciate you. And my special friend, they think it's coming soon, but nobody really knows. Only God knows the exact time. And as long as you prepare yourself, you'll be ready. So whether you need freedom strategies, see the pin down below. You can get stuff just for the Iraqi dinar by putting 3 steps in your email. If you want information about how to get out of your credit card debt, you put debt strategies. If you want tax strategies because you're tired and you want to understand how the tax laws work and how you can make them work for you. If you just understand certain principles, that's my tax strategies. So guys, I'm here to help you every way with your faith and finances. I hope you will subscribe, tap the bell, and I'll see you tomorrow morning at 9. And I might do 3 live streams tomorrow, 9, 2, and 5. We'll see how I feel. Okay. And thank you for watching. Please like, please subscribe, please share. And I'll see you tomorrow for the next one as we see what happens, right? I love bringing you truth, facts, and optimism. I love helping you in every way I can. So thank you for watching, liking, and subscribing. Don't leave without liking, subscribing. Comment down below where you're from, okay? What are you having for dinner? We're having swordfish and salad, okay? I'm so glad I had time to do this. Guys, I wasn't sure I was going to get this one done today. But guys, I'm the hardest working YouTuber. I have over 9,200 videos. I hope you will reward me with a like and a subscribe. And I just love you. Bye.